Oh, hello. Welcome into my workshop and welcome to the show Creations in Clay. My name is Louis Palladini, and tonight for Halloween I like to do a flying ghost. And I'll show you how to make that from start to finish. We're going to use the colored super sculpey clay, and I'll show you how to do that. The types of clay that we'll be using tonight is we're going to be using black super sculpey. As you can see, I made this round ball. We're going to be using orange. And then we're going to be using elephant gray for the ground. And then we'll also be using another, I'm going to take a piece of wire, which I'm going to put inside the ghost to make him look like he's flying through the air, and put that into the base. So the first thing that we're going to do is take the black clay, and we're going to make the shape of the ghost. So what I want to do is start to work on making the head. So see, I'm kind of pulling that up like that. See how that, just like that. And then what I want to do is I want to start to make the arms. So I'm going to start to pull these out on both sides. Just like that. I'm going to do that. See you can start to see it's starting the shape of the wing or of the arms on the ghost. This one here, where he's flying, I want to make them look almost like, the arms look like wings. So we'll just keep working that. Just like that. That. Just like that. And then for the bottom part of the body, see, I'm kind of pulling that down like that. And what I'm going to do is smooth this out a little bit. See, I'm smoothing out the clay. Just like that. See how I did that? We'll flip that around. I want to make sure that the arms / wings are about the same size. They don't have to be perfect, but you want them to be approximately the same size to each other. And then, see how nicely that looks? The next thing that we want to do is I want to make the eyes and the mouth. So I'm going to take my sculpting tool right here, this tool here, and then what I'm going to do is take and sculpt out the eyes like this. Take that, I'm going to put that down there. And then we'll take and do an eye on the other side. See how I just did that? And then we're going to make the mouth. See how I did that? So now we want to do, so be very easy to see, I'm going to use orange clay now, and I'm going to put it in for the eyes and the mouth. So I'm going to take a little piece of orange clay like this. I'll show you. It's very small. See that? Oh. See right there, I'm pointing to it. And we're going to insert that into the mouth area. See that? I'm taking that little piece and putting it in there. Now we're going to proceed to make a couple more of those balls. I'm going to do that. Take and roll it between my fingers so you can see it right right there. Well, I'm going to make 2 that size, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into the eye right here, right now. See this? I'm inserting it into the eye. And I'll proceed to make another ball like that very quickly. Roll up to my fingers, and we'll insert it into the eye area. And then what I want to do is I want to take another sculpting tool, this one here. It's got a little round ball in the end, right the tip there. And we're just going to run this over the orange clay a little bit. I'm going to just try to push that in there. See how we're doing that? Just running that over, rough it up a little bit. Make it look a little scarier if it's a little roughed up. See how I just did that? That's what it looked like from the side. And the next thing that I want to do is I want to use tin foil. You can buy this like in the supermarket or a drugstore. And we're going to crinkle it up. And take one little piece here. Crinkle it up like that. And what I want to do is I want to drag it along the arms like this. See this? See that? I'm going to take, and you can squiggle a little bit like that's him making the squiggly lines. This will give it a nice effect. It'll make him a little scarier looking as he's flying through the air. Like that. And you want to do both the arms like that. And then we're going to flip him over, and we're going to do the exact same thing to the back. Just like that. And I'm going to go right up near the neck area. I'm not going to do the whole head, but just right about here. And work my way down and rough it up. See that? Just like that. Gives it a really nice effect, the texture. See that? I'll try to rotate it a little bit so you can see the texture. Next thing that I want to do is I want to take another one of my sculpting tools. This has like a flat point. And what I want to do is take and insert it like this. See that? We want to kind of make this look a little on the ragged side. So see how I'm doing that? The tool. See how I made those little edges? You can see that? And we're going to proceed to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to take that. Do the same thing. Let's see, just trying to refine it a little bit. See, I can see the jagged edge. So that's the ghost portion that we want to do. The next thing that I want to do is I want to take and make a base. So we've made the ghost part right now. What I want to do is make this base, and I want to make it out of gray clay so it looks like a rock. So I'm going to take this here, the sculpey, and I'm going to take, there's like at least, there's lines in here, so there's like the equivalent of 4 pieces here. So I'm going to take 1, and then split it along the line for 2. And then we take this, and I'm going to and you know what I'll do? There's some black clay that I've got on my sheet here. I'm just going to stick this inside the gray clay here so we don't waste it. And then I stuck it in the bottom there, and that'll be on the bottom, so you really won't see it. So I made a nice round ball. So now what I want to do is I want to take and put this down on the table, and then press down like that. See how I'm doing that? Just like that. And then what I want to do is I want to take my tin foil now, and I want to take and I want to tap this to give it the rock-like texture. You go all the way around like that. And then I'll lift that up so you can kind of see the way it is in the paper. See that? And you can see the beautiful texture. It makes it look like a rock. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to take that piece of wire that I was showing you earlier, right here. And what I want to do is, at the end, I just want to twist this a little bit. So when I put it inside the ghost, when it's fired, it'll keep the ghost in place. The next thing we want to do is take this at the end and twist it. See how I twisted it like that? And then we want to take and make another twist like this here. I'll show you what I just did. See how I twisted that? So what we want to do now is take that and put that into the base like this. So I just push that in, and then we'll take the clay and cover that up. What's beautiful about this clay is, even I know we did the texture, we can just go over it again like that. And see, you'd never even know that we had put that wire in there like that. So the next thing that I want to do is take the ghost. I want to take them at an angle. See how this is angled? And I'm going to push it down like this. And take and now you can see the ghost is now ready for firing. So that's how it would be completed. And once it's been fired in the oven, I'll show you, it will look like this. You know, and what I liked about it is, you know, you have the wire here, and it looks like the ghost is flying through the air. And you get the nice rock base, the orange eyes, the orange mouth, that beautiful texture that we put on the arms and the body. And that's what the final version of the flying ghost will look like. I do want to thank you for coming to Creations in Clay, and I do want to look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you.